What's good, everybody? So welcome back to another video. As you could tell from the title, today we're going to be talking about what the fuck's happening in China. So if you don't know, China's great, right? They gave us AliExpress, they gave us Wish, where we could buy products for super cheap because they have slave labor out there, you know? Oh, and don't even get me started on American companies. Ooh, they gave us Nike, you know, got that slave labor out there, you know, to make the shoes so then we can buy them out here. So, you know, gotta love China. But sometimes, what the fuck, China? If you don't know what's happening in China, we're gonna be talking about two different sort of things going on in China right now. Because I don't know why no one's talking about this, because this is crazy. So we're gonna become a news channel for a little bit. So welcome to CNN Student Fox News over here. We're about to talk about what's going on in China, okay? China is going through COVID just like we are. You know, actually, I'm pretty sure it came from there, so they're probably already done with it. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about this briefly because I thought this was kind of funny, because this is definitely going to come here. Chinese authorities have started using coronavirus tests that rely on anal swabs. Anal swabs. Yep, that's right. Basically, instead of, you know, the normal nose test that we do here, they do it anally. So they stick it up your ass to test if you have COVID, okay? Now, why, you might ask? I have no idea, because there's obviously other ways to test for COVID. So I'm not really sure if this is just one of those things where it's like, you know, more fun for the doctors this way, or maybe even more fun for the patients this way. But in case you're wondering, it does go 1 to 2 inches up your ass when you're being tested. So, you know, some of you guys, that might be a lot. Other you guys might be more experienced, and 1 to 2 inches is just nothing. So that's happening in China. That's how they're testing people. And now you might be like, well, that's kind of weird, right? Well, it gets weirder. Just wait. This method was also used on school children to get into school in Beijing. In Beijing, they literally used anal swabs on kids to get into school. On kids. Not only is it weird enough that they're using anal swabs on adults, but now they're sticking shit up kids' asses to test for COVID. Okay, and on top of the anal testing that they did, they also did the standard test too. So they did both, which doesn't make any sense. Why would you do both tests? I have no idea. So now the reason that I wanted to talk about the anal testing in Beijing is because this is actually not the only way that China is sticking stuff up their citizens' asses. It gets even worse. So I just thought we would kind of use the physical example, because it's going to make the real example even better, I think, because it's like they're getting double teamed. They're getting double penetrated. It's turning into like a adult film in China, like for real. So, if you don't know, China has this new thing called a social credit system. And if you don't know what that is or have never heard of it, it's basically George Orwell. I don't know if that's how you say his name, George Orwell. I think so. It's basically George Orwell's 1984 novel come to life. So I'm not sure if you've read this. I reread this novel just because I wanted to give it another read and see what it's about. But it is literally almost exactly word for exactly what's happening in China, which is extremely scary, because he basically called it all happening, and it's just scary to see it actually happening in a country. You know, maybe not in America yet, keyword yet, maybe not in America yet, but it is definitely coming to America. What it is there's cameras everywhere in China, okay? As of 2019, I know that's been like 2 years now, but as of 2019, there was an estimated 200 million CCTV cameras that China had set up, you know, throughout China, okay? As of 2020, there is 626 million cameras in China. That's a lot of cameras. That's more cameras than we have people here. That's crazy, okay? So, with these cameras, they basically watch everything that you're doing. Everything that you're doing is basically caught on film, and people are able to see what you're doing. It sounds kind of scary. I hope you think that sounds scary, because it is. That's terrifying, okay? But basically, they're watching everything that you're able to do. This credit system that they installed is basically an app. You can see it on your phone, but it's like a social media sort of app that they created, where they keep track of everything that you're doing, and they assert points based on the actions that you are committing. Everyone starts off with 1,000 points, okay? And if you were to do something good, you get more points, and if you were to do something bad, you get less points, okay? So I'm going to kind of show you guys some examples of what you do to gain and lose points in their social credit system. And then we could go over what happens if you have a low social credit score. Here are some things that can raise your social credit score. So committing a heroic act could get you more points. Having a good credit history with the bank, helping out the poor, praising the government on social media, donating blood, taking care of elders, and engaging in charity work. All of these would bring your credit score up. And this credit score is real. You can see this credit score. I'm pretty sure that they have it on an app. So since they're watching everything that you're doing, literally 24/7, 7 days a week, you are being surveillance in China. They're able to monitor your actions and assign you this credit score. Here are some things that will lower your social credit score. Traffic offenses, such as jaywalking. So if you jaywalk, you're going to lose points. Protesting against authorities will have you lose points as well. Not visiting your aging parents regularly, lose some points. So if you got like vacation going on, or you got something going and you can't quite make it to your parents, well, your social credit score is going to take a little bit of hit. Posting anti-government messages on social media will lower your score as well. Spreading rumors on the internet will also lower your social credit score. Insincere apologies for crimes that you have committed will lower your score. Which I don't even know how they know if it's an insincere apology. It's like almost like, how would you know if I'm lying about actually being sorry? And it doesn't matter. But and then the last one is cheating in like online games. It will also lower your social credit score. Now, the reason this scares me is because it sounds like a sci-fi movie. Like it sounds like a sci-fi movie. It does. It really sounds like the 1984 book. That's what it sounds like. And it's actually happening. Like, this is real. Like, they've already installed it. They already have a social credit score. It's happening right in front of our eyes. So now, I was like, well, let's say you have a low score, okay? Let's say you don't want to praise the government, or you do stuff that gets you a low score. I wanted to know how that a score affects the other aspects of your life, basically, okay? So I kind of looked into it, alright? This is what your score will affect. And it can affect, obviously, good or bad. But obviously the whole system is very flawed, just that they're able to do it. But if you have a low score, for example, let's say you wanted to go on vacation and you wanted to take a flight to, I don't know, anywhere, maybe another part of China or something, go visit family or friends or something like that. If you were to want to fly there and you had a low social credit score, they could just deny you ticket access, basically saying, no, you don't get to ride the plane because you have a low social credit score. The government algorithm that they use for this credit score, now this is where it gets crazy, okay? Not only does this credit score pretty much affect every aspect of your life, including banking, getting loans, being able to buy stuff, all of that. It pretty much affects every part of your life. The government is able to put an embarrassing ringtone on your phone. Basically, they're able to choose your ringtone and be like, I don't know what it would be. Ring, ring, you have a low social credit score. Ring, ring, you're a piece of poop, poo poo, you're a piece of pee pee poo poo. I don't really know what they're saying, but they're able to control your phone, your literal ringtone based on your credit score if you have a low score, and they will purposely make it something embarrassing so that everyone around you knows that you have a low credit score. Now, here's the other part, that another thing that can lower your credit score, which is pretty scary. If you don't practice their religion, they will lower your credit score. Let's say you're studying it in secrecy, okay? Which everyone, it's a right as a human to be able to be whatever religion you want, okay? You should, as long as you're not harming anyone else, you should be allowed to do whatever religion you want. But in China, they don't like that. So if you're doing, you're studying Christianity in secrecy, okay, for a few years, if somebody were to snitch on you, they will actually get a higher credit score. So your credit score will go down once you get in trouble for getting caught studying a religion that is not yours. The people who snitch on you will get a higher credit score. Their credit score will go up. So it's almost like influencing people to want to snitch on other people to increase their own credit score, which is just crazy to me. This is like, insanity. It's literal insanity. So the reason I wanted to talk about this is just because it's crazy. Like, this is a real thing. This is really happening. I'm going to try to find a clip that I saw, and I'm going to insert a short little video basically breaking down the social credit system that they did film in China. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the video here, now, right now. Let's just take a watch.
So, picture your life in a place where everything you do, what you buy, how you behave, is tracked. The government gives you a score, and the score is a measure of how trustworthy you are as a citizen and determines what you're allowed to do, like ever. Boarding a train, getting a mortgage, all goes back to this score. It's called social credit. It sounds like that show Black Mirror, but it's actually happening in China. So how does that change you? Does it change you? What does your life look like when your every move is watched? The system's eyes are in big data, artificial intelligence, and roughly 200 million surveillance cameras. And that's totally fine with Ouyang Haoyu. She's 21, graduated from a good school with solid grades. She's diligent. She's nice. No surprise, she's a 752. That's her rating with Sesame Credit, a private company working with the government on the algorithms for the social credit system. The scores go from 350 to 950 and are based on habits and behavior. Buy clothes or diapers, it's good. A lot of alcohol, too many video games, not so good.
So as you can see, there's actually some people that are okay with the system and some people that aren't. Some people think it's good, you know, because it's helping inspire people to be better. But I don't know. This rubs me the completely wrong way. This sounds like a horror movie. That's what this sounds like to me. This sounds like a straight up horror movie. I can't believe it's happening. It sounds insane. So I don't know. What is your guys' input? Do you think the social credit system is bad? Do you think it's a good thing? Let me know your comments on it. And let me know if you're maybe a little concerned that that's how things are headed in America. Because I can tell you right now, the people who are trying to control the world out here in America are looking at China and they're like, whoa, that's cool. How did you do that? We need to do that here. That's smart. I don't know how they did it, but we got to do that. There's a bunch of scary people. There's a bunch of psychopaths trying to rule the world. That's pretty much what it is. It really is. And it's not far from coming here to America. Stay woke, guys, because it's coming. It's happening. It's already here. We are already headed towards it. They took down my last video that I made about COVID. So hopefully they don't take down this video. But I will say that everything is not as it seems at all. Stop living in fear. The real virus, the real virus that we should all be scared of isn't here. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you guys think. This is a wild one. This is crazy. I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. Maybe people don't know. So hopefully I can maybe raise awareness for what's going on. But let me know what you guys are feeling, how you guys feel about this, because this is crazy. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and dislike if you're into that. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.